Today, I want to talk about exercise and movement in dealing with pain. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, if I'm in pain, why am I exercising and moving? I'll tell you, because I found out the hard way. One of the symptoms that I had was when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't stand on my feet because they hurt. Like it hurt. Like I was walking on my tiptoes. Like to put full pressure on my feet would kill me. And sometimes I would just lay around and just, until I figured that I could get up. And sometimes I just well, not sometimes, majority of the time, I just hobbled around the house until the pain went away. And when I was talking to a doctor about the pain, he was like, well, how often do you stretch? And I'm like, none, I'm in pain. And then he said, you need to stretch. And I'm like, why? Won't it hurt? He was like, it might, but it's actually going to help to relieve the pain. And I'm like, why? He said, because part of the pain is your muscles. They're tightening up. And so when you step on them, they're tightening up and, I don't know the exact medical whatever, but they're basically tight muscles. They're pulling together and you don't have the strength to straighten them out. And so when you go to stand, it goes to straighten the foot out, but the muscles are tight, and so they're basically fighting against each other, the ones that bend and the ones that pull down, and it's causing you pain. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. But I wasn't really interested in doing anything that caused pain. But then I started stretching, just specifically my feet, flexing, using my hands, push them and pull them and flex them and pull them back. And then I would get up and I would flex my calves and all this other kind of stuff. And after a couple of days, the pain didn't absolutely go away, but it did subside. And so in talking to the doctor, a doctor said your internal organs are just like your muscles. So if you're rigid, chances are your internal organs are rigid. If you're rigid, your muscles and stuff are rigid. And he said, so flexibility and movement can help in dealing with pain and medical conditions. He said, everybody should stay flexible. It would help you live a healthier life. So I'm saying, based on what I've learned, and I'm not saying go out and become Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, or Jet Li and try to stretch and put your foot behind your head and be able to kick basketball rims. What I'm saying is do light intermittent stretches on a regular basis. Do something to get your body moving, but don't overdo it where you press it to you're in so much pain that you don't want to ever do it again, but do it until it starts to hurt. And once you get to that point where it starts to hurt, okay, let me bring it down one level below that hurt and just hold it there. And just keep doing the same movements, the same stretches, the same little exercises until your tolerance for pain either builds up or the pain starts to subside. But don't go out there and beat yourself up to the point where you mess yourself up. We're not talking about that. And with this, let me explain something. I am not a medical professional. This was advice given to me. So always consult with your medical professional about what kind of movement, stretches, and light exercise you can do that might be helpful when you're dealing with pain. Believe me, they're probably going to have something. Like, in other words, when I was talking about my back, you're like, well, you don't do push-ups right now, but you can do planks and just hold them and just work on just building up your strength doing planks. Don't lift weights, do planks, do something like yoga, and do the intermittent beginning stages of it to build strength. And so, yeah, those were ideas and concepts that I never considered, especially since never done yoga. So what I'm saying is, look to take care of your body even in the midst of it, and work on maintaining flexibility and some form of movement, and make sure that you consult with your medical professional when you're getting involved with these movements and stretches and exercises, to make sure they're conducive to your situation and they're not going to be detrimental in any way. But definitely ask. They'll give you stuff. I mean, you can go on YouTube and they teach you how to do. Um, there's videos about how to do exercises in chairs for people who don't um have workout stuff. They just have everything out here, but you just got to find out what you can do without putting yourself in a worse position. You can do that by consulting your medical provider. But other than that, once you get that information, get active, get flexible, get moving, and remember the goal is not to push yourself and put yourself in a whole bunch of pain. It's about pushing yourself intelligently and incrementally so you can build up your strength, your flexibility, and improve your health. So let's get on that.